Hello again, and welcome to the IBA's weekly roundup of engineering information for the radio and television trade. Last week's Green Paper on sound broadcasting proposes some major changes, not least for commercial radio. We look at the implications should this ever become law.
But until then, it's business as usual, and we've details of a new ILR service for the Derby area, on air this morning. We've also the usual roundup of transmitter news, including the latest position on new relays at Chilfram in Dorset, Clennon Valley and South Brent in Devon, and Halesowen in the West Midlands.
Over the next few years, radio broadcasting will face many new challenges and opportunities. As more frequencies become available on the VHF band, this opens up scope for many new stations. The possibilities include national networks, local radio and community stations. Last week, the Home Secretary published a consultative document which takes a new look at the way radio could develop over the years ahead and into the 21st century. This proposes a number of changes affecting the future of both national and local radio.
Public service broadcasting would be provided by the BBC at both the national and local level. But the government's view is that all independent local radio and future national and community services should be more lightly regulated than at present. It suggests a new statutory framework to supervise all independent radio services. The government's initial view is that a new body, which could be the IBA, the Cable Authority, or a completely new authority, would plan frequencies and coverage and issue licences to stations. The stations themselves would make their own arrangements for programming, funding and transmission.
At the national level, while the BBC would continue to provide public service broadcasting, it may not be allowed to keep all its present frequencies. Up to 3 additional national radio services are proposed, these being run on commercial lines. The government believes there is a good case for new networks in the areas of music, entertainment, sports coverage and news and speech. There's already provision on VHF for 1 independent national network available after 1990. 2 more networks could be made available by reassigning frequencies from the BBC.
At the local level, the BBC would be allowed to continue to provide and expand public service local radio. Independent local radio would be more lightly regulated than at present, with stations themselves transmitting the programmes and fewer constraints on technical quality. Also proposed a new tier of community radio services. There could eventually be hundreds of these, meeting a wide range of consumer tastes, including those of ethnic minorities. These could use some of the frequencies in Band 2 that will become available between 1990 and 1995, or possibly the medium wave. On issuing the Green Paper, the Home Secretary, Douglas Hurd, started a public debate saying, "The government welcomes comments and advice on these options and proposals from all interested parties, including in particular radio listeners."
Meanwhile, independent local radio continues to develop along traditional IBA lines, and the Derby extension to Radio Trent's Nottingham coverage started early this morning. The transmitters are at Quandon, about 3 miles northwest of the city. The combined area has a reach of about 1.8 million people. VHF on 102.8 MHz includes Derby itself as well as Belper, and then south almost to Swadlincote. Daytime medium wave coverage on 945 kHz also extends as far as Matlock, Uttoxeter and Ashby de la Zouch. That's Radio Trent in the Derby area, with programmes underway this morning.
Special announcements, and in Scotland, Tinnerbruick is off today between 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. for Electricity Board maintenance.
Tomorrow, the Dover main station is expected off from 9:30 until 10 a.m. for mast lamp replacement, although this is weather dependent.
Also tomorrow in Wales, Llandonna S4C only will be off until 11 a.m. for work on channel combiners. For the same reason, Sudbury, Channel 4, is also off tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
In Devon, Slapton is liable to interruption tomorrow morning for mast maintenance, but this could be delayed by the weather until Thursday.
Electricity Board maintenance tomorrow means interruptions at Peterhead from 9 until 10 a.m. and then again 4 until 5 p.m. and at Crosthwaite from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m.
On Thursday, Heathfield is due off from 10 until 11 a.m. for a mast and aerial inspection.
And in Yorkshire, Holmfirth is due off this Thursday morning from 8:30 until 11:30 for electricity board work.
New relays now, and although we're due to complete the installation at Chilfram later this week, it can't be switched on yet as we're awaiting formalities on the use of the frequencies. We hope to get the necessary clearances in the near future, but we can't say exactly when.
3 more relays are due by the end of March. Clennon Valley in Paynton is to have ITV and Channel 4 on 49 and 42 respectively, so its Group B aerials are vertically polarised. Still in Devon, South Brent near Buckfastleigh is to have ITV on Channel 43 and Channel 4 on 50, vertically polarised Group B aerials. And in the West Midlands, Hales Owen with ITV on 61 and Channel 4 on 54. Here its Group CD aerials are vertically polarised. These 3 relays are due at about the end of March.
Channel 4 now, and 1 more existing relay now radiating, Hope in Derbyshire on Channel 32. It's for about 1,000 people. Due this week, Kilbride on South Uist using Channel 42, together with Catton Beacon and Headley Hope in North East England, both on 50. Till Valley is now delayed until late March. Expected next week, Methven and Strathallan on Tayside, channels 32 and 42 respectively.
And that's all for this week. But if you have any technical queries on independent television or local radio, do contact us. Our address, Engineering Information Service, Independent Broadcasting Authority, Crawley Court, Winchester, Hampshire, postcode SO21 2QA. You can telephone our inquiry office on Winchester, area code 0962 822444. If it's cheaper, you can dial our London number, that's 584 7011, and ask for engineering information. We'll be back again next Tuesday at 9:15 and also at 12:15 in all regions except Wales. And we'll have the next in our series on satellite broadcasting. So from John Lovell and from me, Janet Smythe, goodbye until next week.